In the last video, we had an overview of the individual contact record, and in this video, we're going to take a look at a lot more detail about the contact record. However, before we get started, let's talk a little bit more about the Zoho Sheet View. You may be wondering why you only saw a few columns when we went to Sheet View in the last video, or a couple videos ago. Basically, if you choose a view to look at, like mailing labels, and you're looking at the first 50 records, and you haven't created a custom view that shows the segment of records you want to look at, and you click Sheet View, you're always going to see the fields that are available in the view you're looking at. So basically, since I was looking at mailing label view, I'm going to see all of the fields that are available to me in mailing label view, and then I can change any of them on the spreadsheet, which makes it easy to update information for a number of records at the same time. And basically, you can update the records for all of the records that were shown in the view you were looking at. So you can get a customized view, look at up to 50 records at a time, change up to 50 records on the sheet, and then save it when you're done right over here, and then close the sheet, and your database will be updated with that information. So moving on, we're going to cover more about the contact record. So I'm going to go into an individual contact record, and I'm going to scroll down to the area that we looked at last in the previous video. We already saw how to add notes into a field, and now let's take a look at how to add tasks and log calls and send emails. Basically, to log a call, we're assuming you're going to use this system to manage your relationship with your customer. So if you have a headset on when you're making a call, you can be clicking the log call button, and you can know that you're going to be making a call to a particular individual and get things set up in the record before you're actually on the phone. Then you can dial a phone, get on the call, and start. And information about the time you were on the call, etc., will be here. And then you can keep information about everything you talk about while you're on the phone. And basically, when you're done, you can simply save the record. And of course, it's telling me that I have to stop the call so that I can have that information in there. And then I save the record. And voila, if I look at the closed activities, I see that for that call, I made the call, the date I made it, the time I made it. If I edit it, I can actually see the notes I put in during the call. And since I don't want to make any changes, I'll just cancel out of this. If I have automatically, when I click cancel, gone to the activities screen. So I'm going to switch back to contacts, switch back to the record I was on, continue looking at the things I can do down here. If I want to create a new task, let's say I need to follow up with this person next week about a loan. So I'll just type loan follow-up. And I need to put the due date in. I simply click in the field, and the calendar will pop up. And if I need to follow up on the 8th, I put that in. I put any information about my follow-up in that I need. And then when I'm done, I simply click the Save button. And the task is now added here as an open activity. And basically, now that the task is opened, if I were to go to my home screen, I would see that it's listed as an open activity. In fact, it happens to be the next one. If I were to sort by due date, I would basically see, as I scroll down, that it appears on the list. Let me find it. Let's see. Can't find it right now that I changed this, so I'm also going to go to my activities screen just to show you that the newest task is on the list, and so I would have a reminder to make that call appear on my open task list on the date that it's due. Going back to the contact record for the same person, just to cover one last thing, while I'm on the person's record, if I want to send that person an email directly from in Zoho, I can click Send Email. An email will come up. It'll be addressed from me to the person I was trying to send it to. I would put a subject in. I don't want to send to this client for real, so I'm going to put my own address in here. And I'm going to put a message into myself. And as soon as I'm ready, I click Send Email, just like I would do in any email program. And the cool thing about this is when I close the window, I get to have a record of the email I sent right here in that particular client's record. So if I use the notes, the tasks, and the logging, I'm going to have real good records on what has happened with this particular client. So that concludes this video, and we're going to move on to the report screen in the next video.